Have you noticed something strange lately? I mean, really strange. The kind of silence that gives you goosebumps. Because over the past week, Wall Street has gone completely quiet. It's like someone hit the mute button on the entire financial world. Those Fed officials who used to show up on CNBC and Bloomberg every single day, gone. The tough talk? Gone. The market warnings? Gone. Even the analysts who love posting charts on Twitter suddenly went quiet, like they're afraid to say the wrong thing. Is that normal? Absolutely not. When things get this quiet, something big is brewing. It feels like that eerie moment right before a storm hits, or like that scene in The Big Short, when the market hasn't crashed yet, but everyone can already hear the ice cracking under their feet. So what's going on inside the most powerful money printers on Earth, the Federal Reserve? What are they hiding? Are they nervous? Don't worry. Even though they're silent, the market itself is never silent. Money is the most honest and the most gossip-loving thing in the financial universe. Because in the middle of this strange quiet, a confidential report from Goldman Sachs started circulating like wildfire among traders. And this isn't just any report. It's from Goldman's most elite, most profitable unit, the FICC team, Fixed Income, Currencies and Commodities. What they wrote, honestly, sent chills down my spine. And yet, I couldn't look away. Because Goldman isn't just making predictions. They're placing their bets and locking in a shocking conclusion. A December 2025 rate cut is no longer a possibility. It's a done deal. And it's not just a simple rate cut. Behind this forecast is a hidden truth about the US labor market. Something dark, something the headline numbers don't show. A truth that hints at a massive fiscal monetary showdown in 2025 and a future that will hit every ordinary investor right in the wallet. Sound like the beginning of a thriller? Good. Because today we're going to break down exactly what Goldman discovered, what path the US economy is really walking toward, and what you and I can do to protect our money in this chaotic decade. Let's start with this so-called quiet period. Have you ever wondered why the Fed always goes silent right before a meeting? It's psychological warfare. They hate market speculation. But right before the silence begins, there's always one final messenger who sets the tone. This time, that person was John Williams, president of the New York Fed. Now, most people don't know him as well as Powell. But don't be fooled. The New York Fed president is basically the third most powerful person in the entire Federal Reserve System. He votes. And because the New York Fed runs open market operations, he's the one who truly feels the market temperature. And last Friday, right before the doors of the quiet period slammed shut, Williams spoke, softly, politely, very artfully. He didn't say, "We're cutting rates." That would be amateur. What he did say was something like, "With the current inflation and employment data, our policy stance may need some adjustments." Translation? Listen to the tone, not the words. Goldman's analysts, Rickens and Simo Kodak-Pinelli, yes, the names sound expensive, caught the signal instantly. In their report, they wrote that Williams' comments show the FOMC already has the votes needed to cut rates. What does that mean? It's like sitting at a poker table. The dealer hasn't shown his cards yet, but the way he shuffles the chips already tells you he's going all in. The market reacted instantly. Rate cut pricing for December jumped back up to 21 basis points. That basically means the market is pricing in an 85% chance of a rate cut. Goldman went even further. They used one word, locked. And in a world where uncertainty is the default, you don't throw around a word like locked unless you're very, very sure. They believe that whatever data releases this week come out, none of it can change the direction anymore. The train has already left the station. But here's the part that really unsettled me. If a rate cut is already locked in, and if the economy looks fine on the surface, why would Goldman release a report this heavy? Because they found something bad. Something hidden under those pretty job numbers. We always hear this on the news. NFP beats expectations again. Another strong month for US jobs. But let me ask you, if jobs are so strong, why is everyone in America complaining about layoffs? Why is every young worker on social media saying job hunting is impossible? Is everyone exaggerating? No. Goldman's FICC team analyzes data like they're dissecting atoms, layer by layer. And when they peeled back the layers, they found something chilling. I call it the curse of the degree. Their data shows college-educated workers in America are seeing a sharp deterioration in employment, especially young workers, ages 20 to 24, fresh graduates. Their unemployment rate, 8.5%. Let that sink in. The national unemployment rate is barely above 4%. This supposedly strongest, most productive group has double the unemployment rate. The last time we saw this kind of structural crack, right before the 2008 financial crisis. Why is this such a big deal? Because although college grads aren't the majority of the population, they earn 55% to 60% of total labor income in the US. They're the ones who buy houses, buy cars, eat at expensive restaurants, upgrade to the newest iPhone every year, and the US economy is 70% consumption. So if this group starts losing jobs or fearing they might lose them, they will. Stop spending, instantly. And that triggers the first domino. Young grads unemployed, income expectations crash, spending shrinks, corporate profits fall, companies cut jobs, more unemployment. The dreaded doom loop. Goldman highlighted several indicators that are already flashing red, like the Challenger layoff data, which tracks announced layoffs. And the numbers are climbing.